They say music is the soundtrack of our lives, but for the last 100 years, Gallo Record label has been the soundtrack to a nation. From the pioneers of Marabi and Gwela to the chart toppers of today, Gallo is packed with the architects of the South African sound. This year, the record label celebrates the legends who helped define the cultural identity and the fresh voices that will help carry the torch to the next 100 years.
Gallo has been a beacon of consistency and a repository of South Africa's richest heritage of melodies that carried generations of a nation for a century. In this illustrious career history, Gallo music has been home to a dazzling array of superstar musicians whose work defined generations and transcended ages.
100 years of Gallo music. Looking back at your early recording days, what does it mean to you to see this institution reach the centenary?
I think it's amazing. I think it's very encouraging for the music industry that it's a South African company that's lasted this long and that has such legacy artists and is also looking forward to the future.
It's very important that we should celebrate Gallo because the soundtrack of this country belongs to this company. It was founded on the basis of it expressing what South African music is all about. And I'm just grateful that I was part of that the journey and being part of this journey continuously. And to celebrate 100 years is indeed a great milestone.
100 years is quite a big milestone. What would you say is the secret to the longevity of the record label?
I think it's always been, when I started, it was very much a family ethos, and I think that has been the great success. It's remained independent. We've made mistakes along the way. The one thing that's been amazing is that if the mistakes were made and we were called out, there was always an accountability. I think Gallo's always taken accountability for the mistakes that it's made and tried to rectify it. And I think that's very special in a record label. It's not just about a business. It's about making sure that the artists and the creators also have money on the table. And that's what's so special about Gallo, because that is key and important to this business, and I think that's what's made the business so special.
You guys are here representing your father. What does it mean to you to receive this honor on his behalf?
It's amazing. If I was to cry, I would say very emotional. After so many years where he's put out his art and people still love him as much as they do. And to get an award today on his behalf is absolutely amazing, especially given the history that Gallo has with my dad. When he started doing reggae, when reggae was not a popular genre in South Africa, it was this company that backed him, to say, well, you seem to be believing in yourself, and Richard Sluma as well is believing in you. So let's give it a shot, So it's amazing to be here, especially at, when Gallo is turning 100. It's such an auspicious occasion, for that to happen for us. So it's amazing.
Is your 100th birthday message to Gallo music?
My 100th message to Gallo music is that keep spreading South African and African music throughout the world. You've got a great catalog. As Antos was saying earlier, Gallo music holds, the fabric and the DNA of South African culture and South African history. And I think we need to understand the importance of Gallo Record Company and the role that is played in South African music. Let's be proud of the legacy that it brings, and let's continue to engage with Gallo Record Company, keep the music playing, and Gallo, you keep on doing what you're doing, protecting the South African story.
Say thank you to Gallo. Thank you very much for the opportunity. You guys don't know what you've done for South African hip-hop, and most kids who are into hip-hop right now, they won't be grateful because they don't understand the history. We need to go out there and expose the history so that they know the truth. Gallo played a pivotal role in making us who we are and making hip-hop at large, and so we're grateful.
100 years of hits, history and heritage. Gallo music isn't just about recording songs, but archiving the very soul of South Africa. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I'm Lopang Mokae in Johannesburg.